Hey. I told y'all I was gonna come back. So I'm starting to get all of the videos pre-recorded so that I can come to you guys with the content. Of course, I expect y'all to give me y'all comments and let me know, what I think. If you have a difference in opinion from me, y'all know I love hearing it. Please, if you are new to the channel, come in, like, comment, and subscribe. This is pre-recorded. I'll be in the comments with you all. Okay. Also, if you feel so inclined to do so, please join the channel and subscribe as well. So, y'all, we gotta get into this episode, baby. Can I just tell y'all, I am here for Intoxicated Kenya. I am here for Kenya, period, this season. It seems like Kenya got that I am at peace with myself, my life, and my decisions glow going on. And I am here for it 100%, baby. I love it. Marlo, your peach is sour. And I'm sick of her. And I was rooting for Marlo to get a peach. I definitely wanted to see her life as a mom tea. And I'm highly disappointed that she put them babies out. I'm highly disappointed that she put them churn out. But we're going to get into it as we get into the episode, okay? So, y'all, I just finished watching the episode again, and it's so crazy that I can't even think about how it started off. But y'all know I don't never go in scene order anyway. So, of course, we see what happened at Candy's house, and I am so glad that them babies was okay. People are crazy. And for that man to say, baby, that them people see him around there, girl, and Candy told him to come around there, I was like, sir, stop lying. Candy ain't told you to come around her house. She might have would have told you come round to the factory, but to the office, but not round to her house, not her personal living, sir. You was a lie, and the truth just ain't in you, okay? And that's it. That's all. We see Drew talking to her mama or whatever at the spa, and Drew is telling her mama about Sonya and what happened with Sonya, and it made me feel like Sonya is even more faker than what I thought. Because I mean, unless Drew just inviting people to her mama birthday party or willy nilly, you was at mama birthday party, and for you to come and sit and do what you did with them ladies, that just made you look even more pathetic to me. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just can't stand Sonya, y'all. I can't stand her bronze medal, her full gold medals, all of them. She just rusty. And she doing too much. She's going along to get along instead of just being who she is, in my opinion. But then Drew Mama played for the message, and I'm like, Lord, not another message from a prophet. Please, Lord, not another one. Drew, we don't. I'm tired of Drew in recordings. I just don't want to hear him no more. Okay, that's it. That's all. I don't want to hear no more recordings from Drew, her mama, or nobody else. No disrespect to Mama, Mama Sadora, but your daughter done ruined it with the audio for us. Okay. But anyway, the mama played and let her know, baby, it's a snake in the grass around you, basically. Is what the recording said, and the recording said, it could be a woman, it could not be a woman, when you think seeing things in the spirit, it can be a little different, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely someone with feminine energy. And I'm like, girl, if you don't understand that this is your husband, that this tape is we're talking about, if you want to believe in it, baby, and none of them ladies, you looking in the wrong thing. The spirit that is working against you, baby, is the spirit in your house of your husband named Ralph Pittman. That's it, that's all. If you don't understand that by now, I'm sorry for you. Then she was telling her mama how Ralph is upset with her because he had to fire this lady because this lady got him a book deal about being a step parent, and yet she trying to figure out how he trying to write the book when he don't even want to adopt the baby. And I'm like, well, he can still give points about being a good step parent if he's a good step parent, um, without adopting your baby. But I just feel like Drew, at the end of the day, if he don't want to adopt your son, don't try to force nobody into it. See, I wouldn't. If you don't want to adopt my kid, then that's cool. That's fine. Because I don't want nobody to adopt my kid if they don't truly want to, if that's not their heart's desire. But I feel like y'all should have discussed that and that should have been finalized before you try to force somebody into it. Because, I mean, I don't want to hear no more. 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 I don't want to hear no more Why would you change your kid name for your kid to feel rejected yet again by somebody else, by a second man? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting Ralph is just this awesome stepfather, because I remember you complaining on last season about how he treated the kids differently. So if he's treating the kids differently, meaning the kid that's yours versus the kids that's y'all, why would you want him to adopt that kid? Matter of fact, why are you still with him? I have so many questions on why you still with him. But anyway, I digress, Drew, because I really can't even. I'm trying to like you, Drew, but you really just works my nerves. Okay. Of course, y'all know Candy and not Candy, Sonia and Kenya. Sonia goes over to Kenya's house, and that's when Candy called, and Candy was telling us what was happening or whatever. And then her and Sonia talk. I feel like shouldn't nobody talk to Sonia. I feel like Sonya trying to come in and take Sheree's place as the bone carrier. And I just really, let me tell you, I don't like Sonya. I don't want to see her back on my TV no more. I don't even want to see her as a friend of. And I don't be trying to ruin people's checks, but she don't need one. Not from this. Not from this. It's giving doing too much. She's another pathetic peach. But that's it. That's all I got from this scene. It really just wasn't giving too much for me from this scene. We see Marlo going shop for her furniture for her house. And Sheree and Sonya meets up with her. Sonya was all too happy to run back and see what Kenya said or whatever. And she asks Marlo, if you want to have the friendship, can you not go low? And Marlo said, no, she can't not go low. She need a class for that. And I'm like, Marlo, but then you want to get in your confessional and you want to run into us like, oh my God, Kenya being so mean to me. Girl, you've been hitting below the belt since whenever. Since whatever, you really kicked off what was going on between you and Kenya this season. It wasn't even that serious. Kenya asked the same questions about what was really going on with Lil eBay as everybody else. And Sonya came and ran and told you the story without telling you she was inquiring too. You gotta watch people like that, Marlo. But you doing too much. You doing too much because you done got a peach. And I don't like it. I don't like it. So Sheree was saying that she wanna have the slumber party or whatever in Kenya. And Marlo, like, you better keep Kenya away from me because we'll tie the chateau up. Right there, her invitation would have been revoked from coming to my damn chateau because you don't even come to it with it on your mind. As long as it took Sheree to get it together. You don't even come with it on your mind to want to tell up my chateau. No God, honey. But anyway, then Marlo lets the ladies know that she put the boys out. Okay. And she said what was going on, after the conversation with their mother. They just was, behaving horribly. One punched a hole in the walls. I believe it was the oldest one. And how they closed. And I was real mad that she allowed that to be showed on the TV to further embarrass those babies. Like, Marlo, you always want to talk about how the hell you was in foster care, and we supposed to give you grace and all of this for your attitude and how the hell you act. But then you're gonna turn around and put these babies out there further air out what they did on TV. And yeah, when we talking about you, go ahead and let us know how you get those cars. Go ahead and let us know how their eBay is doing. Don't add them little boys out like that, like showing all of their dirty stuff. I didn't appreciate that at all. And I understand for a mental break because I am a parent full time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. It don't matter what the hell going on in this world. Even when I was sick, guess what? I still had to be a parent. There is no off day. There is no off day. There is zero, zip, zilch, nada, parts in an off day. You know what I'm saying? So I understand needing you to get your break, but a break is to go and, them boys look old enough where they could have sat up in the condo by themselves. Get them a little Caesar's pizza if you want to punish them instead of the fancy stuff you be feeding them. All right, get them some church's chicken instead of the sushi or whatever else y'all be around there eating the lobster. Let them eat some regular people food for a change. If you want that to be a punishment, take devices, take them out the house with you. Have you a night with your girls. Let them go spend a night by your sister for maybe a week and get you a break and clear your mind. But when you take on the responsibility of being guardians and parents, as you want to call it, a momty, not just an auntie, a momty, you can't give up. You can't quit. Their mama was already doing whatever she was doing where they was living, where that was tragic for them and they had to be separated from her. You done came and exposed them to a whole nother lifestyle and things like that, and then you just threw them away because you can't handle it. It's gonna be plenty of damn times that you can't handle it. You can't just ship kids off. You further add it to their trauma and then use it as part of your storyline to say, oh, poor me, girl, fuck you. Ain't no poor you. We don't care about you. What I care about is them children and them not being further traumatized. Then you gonna talk about you asked them if they wanted to go to counseling. That's not a question you ask children. That's something you do. If you saw them talking to their mama had made them feel some type of way, then what you should have done is schedule the counseling, put them in a car, and bought their ass. Period. Then you gonna talk about I sent them to my sister. She had 4 toddlers and she just get it done. So you was very selfish. You are definitely the type of person who only think about you. Your sister had 4 toddlers and you gonna send 2 more kids over there. Let me tell you something. Don't nobody be bothered with 6 kids like that all day, even if they have 6 kids. You get tired, you get stressed out, and you sent them over there. If your sister felt like she wanted to be bothered with 6 kids, she would have told you give them a 30-day probation. Let me do this for a month for you, and then you take them back. That was very selfish of you. I mean, I'm glad you didn't drop them off at the fire station or the hospital or call protective services and say let them be placed in foster care like you was. But that's very selfish of you. And you further added to their trauma. And then if they do come back to your home within the 30 days, yeah, I understand you want them to be grateful. You know what I'm saying? But Molo, you feel like everybody owe you and everybody should kiss your ass. And everybody don't have to kiss your ass, including them children. And what you have done now is created an atmosphere where they're going to feel like they can't do nothing. They can't be themselves. They can't tell you nothing. And you've made it uncomfortable. They should feel like they loved by you, not that they owe you, not that they have to worship you. And that's the type of environment you created. You know what I'm saying? But you should have went to counseling with the boys too, because you still dealing over being in foster care. Which I'm finding I'm confused about that, but I guess we'll see a little bit more when your mama come on, because your mama say wherever you was, she came to you. So I don't know, but you know how that feels to be thrown out. You know how that feels, but that's your fault that them babies felt some type of way because you want them to convince them to talk to their mama about taking a certain plea. That's not them children place. Don't put that burden on their back. That's not their burden to bear. That's their mom burden. Whatever she choose, go to trial, take a plea, whatever. That is her burden to bear. But anyway, we gonna digress from there. So, baby, we get to Sheree. Baby Sheree, let me tell you something. Next time you want to cry, my love, I want you to go ahead on and call Candy Girl from Potomac and ask her how to fold that tissue and dab them corneas. So you could be real cute when you crying for us about Tyrone. Okay. And her friend Fatum over there. And you know Fatum telling her like basically, girl, let him go, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Sheree said she feel kind. Just like the other people who was kind, he stole her her time and her love. And Sheree, I understand you hurt baby, but I think them people would rather have their money. I don't think you can compare that to what he did to them people and stealing their money and things like that. I don't think that's an accurate comparison, but I get what you're trying to say. But I want you to go ahead on and move on. Like Sheree, I don't even understand why you was faithful to Tyrone and didn't have nobody else when he was in prison anyway. Ain't no way you should have gave all of that to a man who was locked up and couldn't be there for you. As at your big age, Sheree, I would think you would know enough about life, not necessarily dealing with somebody behind bars, but enough about life to know, when people come out of jail, they need to catch up on life. They need to see the things that they've missed. Not all kind of stuff. Get reacclimated to society and what's going on in society now, especially if they've been locked up for a long time. So I would have expected when he came home for him to want to do something else, Sheree. I don't understand how you wasn't prepared for that. You know, I don't. But I mean, I guess that's how you do it. But I'm glad that your daughter has some sense because that's how the show started off. That's right. Y'all was down to your daughter podcast, baby, and your daughter was talking about the positions, baby, and I had to write that one down because I want to look it up and see what it is, girl, how you do it and how you make it work. And when Tyrone had came out and said he was gonna go to jail and all of that, and Sheree was like, "Baby, he the one who wanted to be on TV. He the one who wanted to tell his story." And I was like, "Yeah, girl. Bravo must didn't want to cut him a check big enough. He must thought he was gonna get a housewife check and not an appearance check. I don't know, but whatever it was, he said he couldn't come. But your daughter told you right, and Fatum told you right. So let's go ahead and get down to the party at the Chateau, because that's really what it was and where it was and what it was hitting for. Baby Fatum come up in there, she letting everybody know that she did a background check on Drew, and I'm giving what the hell for what, lady? Like, you really sitting up here acting like Drew just came at you for no reason. Drew and Sheree was going back and forth and handling words. Sheree not your weak friend that you gotta jump into the fight for. Y'all forgot who gonna check me, boo? Ain't nobody gonna check Sheree. Who gonna check me, boo? So Sheree didn't need you to jump in for anything, Fatum, but you said what you said. You repeated what, I'm sorry, y'all, allegedly Anthony said about that lady husband. That lady asked you to keep your mouth off of her husband, basically, and told you to shut up talking about her husband. So from that, she attacked you out of nowhere. It be the accountability for me. It be the doing too much because I want to be on the show for me. Because running a damn background check on that lady was doing too much. Now Drew and her husband have all kind of aliases. Now, while Drew might be a CDEFGHI, one of them list of celebrities, at the point she is still a celebrity. At one point, when she was on the game or whatever, people was mad with her about what she was doing with Melanie and Derwin. And y'all know, like, low down dirty shame. People probably was trying to attack that lady out in the street. So she might have needed an alias back then. I don't know if she need one now. But her having done acting and things like that, I'm not surprised that she would have an alias. Now, would Ralph have an alias for them trips that we still trying to figure out where he went, and who he was with? That's probably what his alias is for. But at the end of the day, it gave desperation because I want to be a housewife. That's what it gave to me. Nothing more than that. Like, that was going too far. That was going too far. That lady did nothing to you that warranted you running a background check on her, and I wasn't here for it. But the food looked good, and I agree with Candy. Candy said, whenever you go to a party at Sheree's, the food gonna always be good. Baby, the way Kenya been there lobster, it looked like it was good. So the ladies there, they having fun, they drinking. Drew come in and baby Sheree said, "Bitch stole my outfit." And I'm like, "Yeah, girl," but Sheree said, "Off the imitated, but she could never be duplicated." Well, baby Drew duplicated it because she had it on. Okay, so Sheree took off her top, and Sheree's a fine lady, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sheree fine, and Sheree is cute, and she's a beautiful lady. She got a nice shape. The chateau is nice. I'm trying to figure out why the hell, especially when we seen the clip of Tyrone and y'all that walk. If y'all didn't see it, when they go back and look at the previews for what's coming up on the season, and when they show Tyrone walking in at that doggone fashion show that Sheree about to do, I said, I know you fucking lying. I know, Sheree, I know you lying. No, God, ma'am, that can't be Tyrone. You done went found somebody to act like Tyrone to come walk up on you. Cause girl, no God. Not with that walk he was doing. I'm that pissed me off even more with Sheree. Cause Sheree, girl, no ma'am. What the hell was he telling you? What the hell was he telling you? Cause he didn't look like he had the emotional intelligence of a rock. And I consider you, Sheree, to be, a lady with a little class. And I'm trying to figure out how Tyrone pulled you. I'm really trying to figure that out. But anyway, we going to talk back about this party. Fatum pulls Candy aside and let her know about the coochie cleanse. Y'all, I won't go to the next coochie cleansing party down to the chateau because, baby, I enjoyed it. Okay, the slumber party was a hit. This was the best event that they done had all season for me. All right, so they was going ahead on it at the table. They going around with the yes queen game. Lisa Wu comes in, they doing some art, they got the people come get naked. Marlo said she didn't know she was going to naked and afraid because they naked and she was afraid. And I'm like, Marlo, girl, the streets say you was out here laying on your back and that's how you got your money, allegedly. And even if that wasn't, like, girl, you ain't been to a sipping paint, you not seen it. Like, there's Marlo, you dress sexy, you dress provocative, and ain't nothing wrong with that. It does not give sexually repressed in the way that you be acting. Like when you see when Candy had the vibrating panties or the naked people for painting, girl, it's like you sexually repressed, and I want you to be freed, ma'am. Be free. Maybe you wouldn't be so uptight. Maybe you can let some of that venom go and that animosity and that hatred you have on the inside of you. If you get you some good jugs, somebody to really bang it out the frame and release all of that from you. You should have been your ass over the damn incense. And maybe it'll release some of that venom that you have inside of you. But y'all, it was good to me. So we get back to the Yes Queen. All right, they sitting at the table. And everybody going around saying what they say. Drew can't say nothing positive to save her life. She was like, I get along, but I love everybody, even my enemies. Um, and Lisa Wu was like, yes, that's it right there. Because if you wait for the apology, you going to be stuck. And I was like, here for it. And Sonya tried to cut Lisa off. Now, why she did that, baby? Why she did that? Because Lisa told her, shut the fuck up, basically. Shut up. I'm talking. Let me finish. You being rude. Maybe you should have some manners. I say, well, damn, Lisa Wu. Go ahead and come on hot, girl. Are you trying to get you a peach back? Or was she just working on your nerves? And Sonya was like, well, Lisa was talking too long. And I'm like, well, girl, anybody could talk. So then it goes on to the Fatum and Drew drama. Drew, I love how Drew was so unbothered. Like, can you bring me some more champagne? Can you put me some more food on my plate? That would have been me. Because Fatum with all of that, and I'm going to keep coming. You know what I'm saying? Drew was like, you were speaking on my husband. I feel like you should apologize. Well, I'm not going to apologize. And Sheree was like, well, she was just saying what Anthony had said, but I'm not going to repeat it. And I feel Sheree, like, I ain't going to repeat that. We ain't about to give it no more energy. You know, stop speaking on what was said about me. I'm going to stop speaking on what was said about you. And Drew was like, yeah, but she's sitting right here. And she keeps, you know what I'm saying, repeating it. She was like, and I'm going to keep repeating it. And what Fatum, like I said, is giving, I want a peach. I want a check. But I don't want you with no peach or no check if this the type of energy that you're gonna bring. Like, girl, you was doing extremely too much for somebody who wasn't even giving you enough. You was looking for a moment, baby, and you wasn't that moment. It wasn't the moment. It wasn't the time. It wasn't the place. And it didn't give what the you thought it was gonna give. At least not in my opinion. Y'all let me know if it gave something for y'all. It gave desperation. If that's what you was trying to give, it gave desperation to be on the show as a consistent person on the show. But anyway, or to, be holding a peach next season. But I digress. Drew falls on the ground or whatever, baby. Drunk Kenya falls on the ground. And then they tell Sheree it's time for her to go change. And Fatum gets the incense, baby. And they got Sheree bouncing on the incense. Now, did y'all see Sonya smacking Sheree behind? I mean, I'm from New Orleans. We do that. We'll smack each other on the booty, especially during a beat and your girl twerking and you like, yay, 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 yay. We'll definitely do that. But Sonya looked a little bit excited to be smacking Sheree on the butt. I don't know if it was the incense or the drinks, but Sonya, I'ma be watching you, girl. I'ma be watching you and how you be reacting and passing and bumping into the girls. Cause something about that snack just made me look a little extra. That's all. Just a little extra. You seem to be a little too into it. But Sheree was bouncing, the cameraman was making it all psychedelic, but I felt like it was a good kiki. It was a good time. And I hope the coochie cleanse worked for Sheree. It gave me Yanni's theme vibes. But then Drew sitting up in there talking about it's turned into black magic in the seance. Drew, you had better not ever had a Giannis theme ever in your life, girl. I need you to stop. I need you to stop with the I'm so holy, I'm so spiritual, because you not. You not, baby. If you were so holy, so spiritual, and so in tune with the Lord, you will see that the Lord is trying to tell you leave your husband. You will see that the Lord will try to tell you that your husband ain't it. I want you to stop. Stop judging. Stop judging. You know what I'm saying? Like Drew, you work on my nerves with that. Because essentially, you know what I'm saying? You sitting up here listening to your mama talk, playing the recording of the supposed prophet. You don't know where the prophet was getting this information from. You don't know if they was sitting over there with some cards, crystals, or whatever, because it was recorded. Girl, stop. Drew works on my nerves with that bullshit. So can y'all tell me if my wig is straight? Here comes Marla. Marla, it was no need for you to comment. It was no need for you to say not a thing. Not nothing more. I'm so glad Kenya got her confidence up, because you couldn't say nothing about Kenya in the wig. Kenya hadn't bothered you, hadn't said to you all night. But you'll turn around and get in your confessional talking about Kenya's picking with you and Kenya's doing this and Kenya's doing that. You work on my goddamn nerves. You work on my nerve. You know what I'm saying? So Kenya was like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I am the moment. And I was like, yes, Kenya, don't give it to her. She was like, not to mock, not to mock. Girl, she wasn't even, it didn't call for all of that. You just nasty. Your soul is black. The pit of your peach is sour. The core of your peach was planted in hell. Like, I don't want you to have, like, you have completely turned me all the way off. I don't want you to have a peach. I don't want you to be a friend of. I want you to go the fuck away, because you're doing too much. You steadily trying to use that lady, ex-husband or soon to be ex-husband, to jab at her and make her feel like she's not that girl. But at this point in life, Kenya don't give a fuck. She don't care. She's over that. So you can't use that to hurt her anymore. She's risen above. But the minute if she was to turn around and say that's why your mom put you in foster care, you gonna feel like she gone below the belt and she dirty and she's evil and she's nasty. Girl, projection. Or you mad that Kenya came out and she has a beautiful baby, she has a beautiful life. Y'all come from similar backgrounds with ancient mamas, apparently. So I don't understand why you gotta do all of this, Marlo. I can't. I hope Kenya get on your ass. I hope Candy get on your ass. I just, you doing too much. You doing too much. You fumble your own bags with your nasty attitude and your mean spirit. But I mean, I ain't gonna tell you nothing, girl. Keep running around there selling them used fashions if that's what you wanna do. But you won't be blessed, baby. Now I'm sounding like Drew sitting up here. You know what I'm saying? But you doing all of that talking about Candy, and you can say what you want. But it's a lot of people in ATL where you won't go no further because of what you saying about Candy. You need to watch him out and who you put him out on. And that's all I'm gonna say. But y'all, I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the rest of the season. I was kind of wondering what the Housewives was gonna give, because it hadn't really been given the last few seasons. But baby, I'm enjoying it. I hope we get to see more of Mayetta. I hear when they go on the trip with Marlo, Mayetta gonna start getting her confessionals or whatever, because they said she was the last one to sign on from some of the reports and videos that I've seen. So that's probably why she haven't had a confessional yet. But I can't wait to see what Mayetta's gonna bring to us. And I can't wait to see the rest of the season unfold, y'all. And that's it. That's all I got for these housewives. I ain't got no more. I'll be coming back to y'all with P Valley. Y'all, why y'all ain't tell me while I was sick? It done been that good, girl. The girl P Valley sent me on emotional roller coaster. I was in here playing Vivian Green, baby, the Medicine Wives, and a few other things. For y'all. And we'll be on with Basketball Wives tonight as well. I love y'all once again. If you new here, like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel if you feel the need to, babe. And I'll see y'all and talk to y'all in the next one. Bye bye.